Hello children, welcome to everybody. This is Jayant Sir of St. Vincent Convent Senior Secondary School Baleshwar. Today I am going to teach you computer application of standard 9 and the chapter name is Introduction to Java. And in that chapter, what are the learning scope for today? Look at here. Introduction, that is the history of Java. Then Java development table, why Java is named as Oak, and what are the basic features of Java. Then compiler, interpreter, then only we are going to learn that Java compiler and Java interpreter. Then JVM, Java libraries in JDK 1.3, that is what is package, name the different packages, and the reserved words, that is keywords, what are we are going to learn. So before going to start this chapter, first I am asking that what is Java? Java is a third generation object oriented programming language with various features for writing programs or codes or applets, which include the concept of object and class. It helps the programmers means users, we are the programmers, users, to develop various software for solving different types of computational problems. It also helps to develop an internet program or design a website. Now children, come to our topic, that the introduction of Java, that means history of Java. We are going to learn Java is an object-oriented programming language which is developed by the James Gosling along with his associates at Sun Microsystem USA. The language initially called Oak, the name of a tree which was outside of Gosling's office. Now we are going to learn that the following the table which describes the brief history of Java. Shortcutly, you can know that in 1990 the Sun Microsystem company decides to develop a new software that could be used to program for electronic devices. Thus a team headed by James Gosling was formed to undertake this task. So 1990 the task is given to Sun Microsystem, given to James Gosling and his associates, some colleagues. Then 1991 the programming language was named as Oak. Then after that 1992 the team headed by the James Gosling, they demonstrated the use of Oak to control a list of home appliances. In 1993, the WW appeared on the internet including the features to develop small programs like applets, etc., that could run on all types of computers connected to the internet. In 1994, Hot Java, that is name of a web browser, Hot Java was developed to locate and run the applet programs on the internet. Then 1995 the Oak was renamed to Java, because before that Oak was that is a trademark technology, so it was needed to rename the Java. So it is done in 1995. Then 1996, Java established itself not only a general purpose object-oriented language as well as a leader for internet programming. 1997 and to date, almost every year, Sun Microsystem company makes Java more powerful by incorporating new features. Next, why Java named as Oak? Oak is a symbol of strength and chosen as a national tree of many countries like the USA, France, Germany, Romania, etc. In 1995, Oak was renamed as Java because it was already a trademark by Oak Technology. Now come to that, what are the features of Java? That is object-oriented, simple, secure, platform-independent, robust, portable, architecture-neutral, dynamic, interpreted, high-performance, multi-threaded, and distributed. Here so many features of Java it is given. Children, as you are the standard 10 students, you no need to learn that all the features. Only 4 to 5 features is enough for you. Then what are the features of Java? You will write, look at here, it is an object oriented programming language, it is platform independent, it provides us URA features. URA, W-O-R-A, URA means write once, run anywhere. It uses both the compiler and interpreter. It is a very case sensitive because the uppercase and lowercase characters or letters are treated differently, that means distinguished by the language. It is a robust language. Now come to that, what is compiler? We learn that what is compiler, what is interpreter, then only we learn the what is Java compiler, what is Java interpreter. A compiler is a program which translates the source program written in high level language into a target program in another low level programming language without changing the meaning of the program. It means that a compiler is a translator which translates the high level programming language into low level programming language without changing the meaning of the program. And the compiler processes the complete source program. Complete source program, that means complete the high level language program, that means written by the user at once. So once again listen, the compiler processes the complete source program at once, and if there are compilation errors, they are all reported together at once. But it is difficult to debug using the compiler. Next, come to the what is interpreter. An interpreter is a program that reads a source program line by line, converts each line into its equivalent machine code and executes it. As interpreter reads the program line by line, so the errors are reported one by one. Unless and until if you are not rectifying the particular statement, the particular statement or particular line, it cannot execute the next one. Now we are going to learn what is Java compiler and what is Java interpreter. where both are needed in case of Java programming language. Java compiler is a system software which converts a program in Java into an intermediate binary form called the bytecode. Look at here down, you look at here that Java source code, which one is written by us. It is a high level language, high level programming language, and it is converted by the compiler to bytecode. It is an intermediate code. It looks like a machine code but not a machine code. Then this bytecode will be converted into machine independent code. That means the specific platform, each platform has its own JVM. That particular machine, if it is operating system 8, in that there also interpreter, it will be converted into that platform only. So JVM, Java interpreter, is termed as that JVM also, that is Java virtual machine, is a software which takes the bytecode as input, and this bytecode will be converted through the interpreter, that is JVM, to machine code of specific platform it is running on and executes it. So JVM platform, JVM is platform specific, and each platform has its own JVM. Now come to that. What is a package? Name any 4 packages in JDK. 2 marks question may come. A package is a collection of classes such that each class includes different inbuilt functions. Each class contains different inbuilt functions. What is package? Package is a collection of classes. That means a group of classes, a group of class makes a package, and each package includes different inbuilt functions. Now, what are name the some packages which are listed in the JDK? Java.lang first, this is the name of the package, Java.lang, to support class containing string, character, math, integer, thread, etc. Java.io to support classes to deal with input and output statements. Java.applet to support classes to generate applet specific environment. Java.txt for localizing text and elements such as dates, time and currency, etc. But you have to remember that this first one, Java.lang, it is the default package. Name of the default package is Java.lang. 1 mark question it comes. So once again, what is the default package? The default package is Java.lang. Now, what is the significance of keyword import using in Java program? Keyword import, we are writing that import java.util.star or asterisk we are using. What do you mean by that keyword import? Keyword import is used to include the Java package in our class. Example, look at here, import java.util package, util.asterisk. Here java.util is the name of the package. Keyword import is used to include this particular package, and asterisk here denotes that all the classes of concerning package, that is concerning package means java.util, will be made available for use in our program. Asterisk means all the classes of the java.util, as I have written that java.util. In the java.util, whatever the packages, whatever the classes are there, all the classes will be available, will be made available for use in our program. Next, what is keyword or reserved word? In Java, A reserved word is a word that has a predefined meaning in the language. Due to this, reserved words cannot be used as the names for variables, methods, classes, or any other identifier. Reserved words are also known as the keywords. For example is that whenever we are writing that class SBCS, it is okay. Name of the class is SBCS. If you are going to write that class INT, it is wrong, because INT, it is a keyword. This particular keyword has a particular meaning in the Java language. So that's why you cannot use as a class name also. Cannot be used as a, whenever you are writing, cannot be used as a also variable. You cannot write that int double equal to 5.5. It is wrong, because data type, that is int. Double is also a reserved word, cannot be used there. So reserved words cannot be used as names for variables, methods, classes, or any other identifier. Here examples it is given here. Look at here. Public, class, int, double, car, etc. So children, today's class is this much, and try to learn the given terms and write down also in your copy. Means class copy, you make that one long one, and that all the terms you write down there. So okay children, thank you. See you again in the next class.